something that I can use to Welcome back to the vlog. I'm very excited for today's video because I finally got my hands on this little cutie patootie palette right here. This is the Beautopsy palette from Hindash Cosmetics. If you do not know who Hindash is a Dubai born, raised, based, well, not sure if Dubai, but UAE born, raised, based makeup artist and YouTuber. He is actually one of the YouTubers that I really admire. I love his approach to art and makeup in general, and if I were to describe his work, it would always be classy, elegant, sophisticated. Those three words I think perfectly summarize what I think about his work. I'm going to try and put up a couple of photos or a couple of his works here just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But he is in social media, guys. He has Instagram and YouTube. You can go follow him, or if you don't want, just, you know, Google him, check his work, and I bet you will understand and you will say, yeah, oo nga, elegant, yeah, very classy. True. I can only hope that I become half as good as him. I mean, I'm not a professional makeup artist or an artist. I don't even consider myself a creative person, but you know, I like beautiful things and his work is so beautiful. Anyway, enough about Hindash. Let's talk about the palette. So this is the Beautopsy palette, and you get this when you order, and also a card that has all the information about the palette. So once you open it up, this is what you will see. Hindash, and it says Beautopsy pressed pigment palette. The contents, it's made in Italy, 100% vegan. Any other information? It's good for 24 months, but we all know we keep our makeup longer than that. Okay, so this is the palette itself. It's very compact, very chic. Beautopsy is written in here, Hindash here, and once you open it, this is what will greet you. So it's a 6-pan palette, 12 pressed pigment gradient face, and eyeshadow palette with a 24 color payoff. So there are so many colors that you can create, so many things that you can do with this palette. The look that I created today is from this. Can you imagine? My eyes, my brows, my lips, my contour, my blush, my highlight, like the first initial highlight you will see in the video. There's just so much things that you can do with this. I mean, I really tried my best to maximize this palette and stretch it to its full potential, and I really think it delivered. So if you are interested to see how I was able to achieve this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I now have my base on. I used foundation, a little bit of concealer, and a light dusting of powder just to set everything together. And now we are ready to put this baby to the test. Let's dive right into it. I am going to take Feel from the Feel Real and use that to bronze my... No, actually I am going to combine Feel and Tan from the Tan Lines. And bronze contour my face. I just feel like the Feel doesn't match my skin tone. It's not the color that I'm looking for when it comes to contour, so mixing it with Tan tones it down a bit, and I think it's the perfect color shade for me to contour with. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm also going to do my jaw. We should not forget that. And then here, we should not forget our forehead. what a difference color can make. So I think my face looks a little bit better. It looks more alive. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same shade to contour my nose. So again, a combination of Feel and Tan. Shall we move on to blush? For the blush, you actually have two options here. The Love plus Kill and Boy plus Wonder. I'm more of, a peachy type of blush girl. So I am going to take Boy plus Wonder here. I think the nice thing about the powders here is they are not super pigmented, and they're also not pigmented. They're just in the middle. You can build it up slowly, which is great, I think. Kasi diba, mas mabilis magdagdag kaysa magbawas. In fairness, it looks good on camera and in person. Hello. Okay, so I'm dipping it again in Boy plus Wonder. I'm going to put some here because it's my favorite way to apply blush. I know I'm aware that where we place our blush can affect the whole look. So sometimes if your blush placement is off, it tends to drag down your whole face. So what they say is when you do your blush, you treat it as something that could also potentially contour your face. Help in contouring your face. So mas maganda na upwards siya. But for me, this is what I do, and I also sweep it across my nose kasi yun yung gusto kong effect. Okay, so I'm very happy with that, with how it looks. The next thing I'm going to do is brighten up my under eyes, and for that I'm going to use the Wet from Wet Paint. As mentioned kanina, I only used a light layer of powder kasi nga I wanted to use this as a brightener. Did it make any difference? I think it did. Again, the effect is not like in your face. This is something that you should be able to build up and control. Before we go to the eyes, let me use lines from Tan Lines to highlight my face. To be very honest, I'm not a fan of matte highlighters. I usually want my highlighters to say "Rawr," like in your face highlighter. But okay, for the sake of this video, let's try it out and see. So this one I don't really like the effect so much. Sorry. And here, not even sure if yeah, I can see now. But if I were to choose, I'd still want something in your face. I really like my highlighters to be very intense most of the time. I think that's okay, but I'll probably still use another highlighter later. I just really wanted to try it. I did say that I will try to maximize the palette, so here I am. I'm trying that. Okay, so now that I have my contour, my blush, my under eye powder, and a bit of highlighter, let's now go to the eyes. What should we do? What should I do? I'm a bit confused. Like, there's so many things that you can do here, and because alam mo yun, parang sobrang dami na ng options mo, you can't choose anymore. But
Bahala na si Batman.
I'm going to take Boy from Boy Plus Wonder here and put that all over the crease. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I hope that this look turns out fine. If not, well, as they say, trial and error. Next is I'm going to take decide, my friend. I'm going to take first Love from Love Kills shade and just layer it on top. I mean, what's there to lose? Powders are meant to work together anyway. They're meant to, you know, blend together, so I don't think there should be. I don't think that there's going to be any problem. Now I'm going to take Intra, for real na to, Intra from Intra Infinitum, and just put that here. Okay. Now I'm going to realize, why am I doing two eyes at the same time? I could, you know, do the... I could do one eye first and then just do the other eye off camera. So that's what I'm going to do now. I just realized. Okay, so again, Intra. And I'm just putting that here on my outer crease and buffing some towards the inner crease. I don't even know what I'm saying, but that's what I'm doing. And then again, Intra from the Intra Infinitum, and then I'm going to put it here in the inner corner. Seriously, I don't have a lot of lid space. I envy those who have. Taking a clean, semi-clean brush and just blending the edges. So I'm gonna take lines and put it here in the middle. There we go. Just usually I'll put something shimmery in here, but it's nice to know that a matte shade could also work. It's actually my first time to do this kind of look, so I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Okay, so I'm just gonna do the other eye really quickly, and I'm going to be back. My eyes are done, so what do you guys think? I'm quite happy, to be honest, with, you know, how it turned out. So the next thing that we are going to do is to, you know, fix this eyebrows. Rebrush and comb through these hairs first. Okay, I'm going to just very lightly fill my brows in because I wanted to use the palette as a, you know, sort of brow powder. So I'm just gonna shape it using this. So I'm gonna fill this patch right here. Tagal-tagal ko ng problema yan. I think that's okay. And I'll try the feel, okay? I'll try the feel. I'll dip it here a little bit and see if it... Oh, it's not too bad actually. I mean, if you're going to use it to slightly fill those gaps, I think this will work. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay. My eyebrows are done. I am going to highlight my brow bone. I think that lines would be very light, so I'm going to take the wet from wet paint and use that to highlight my brow bone. Grabe how this palette is so multi-use. I'm sorry, cannot get over. Okay, since I already have this little smudger brush here, I'm going to do my lower lash line. Lower lash line as well. I'm going to use a combination of Feel and Real. Just buff it there. It's not zero fallout because I can see it, but minimal fallout. And now I'm going to take Intra from Intra and Fatum, this person, and put that here just on the outer corner. I have this Fatum here and I really wanted to use it as an eyeliner, so we are going to do just that. I'm going to wet my brush and dip it in Fatum, this shade in Fatum, and use this as a liner. Wow, I don't know, it blows me away that this palette did so much today. You know, why don't we use this as a lip tint as well, since you can use it all over your face. I'm pretty sure you can use it on your lips. So I already have a bit of lip balm and I'm going to use my finger and dip it in Wonder here, and then why is this so good? Like, can you see the difference? Wonder is such a nice lip color. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know about you, but I really like this look that I created today. Hindi naman sa nagbubuhat ng bangko, but how I was able to do all of these with just this, I don't know. Okay, so what else? I am going to put on some mascara and my shiny shimmery highlighter, and I'm going to be back. I have put on my mascara. I used the Benefit Dare Real mascara, and for my shining shimmering highlighter I used the FS strobing powder in Glamour Gold. This is a local brand from the Philippines and it is still one of the best highlighters for me if you want something that's blinding. As in, kung gusto mong silawin yung kaaway mo, ito yung gamitin mong highlighter. Okay, so what do you guys think? This is what our final look looks like. I guess it's time for our final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. I am always honest, like I'm 100% honest all the time with my opinion, but this one just really blew me away. I know it seems like an exaggeration, like some of you would say, ano ba yan? Makeup lang yan, blew me away. But really, I am someone who loves multi-use palettes. If you watched my Smashbox Cali Contour review video, you would know how much I love that palette, just because it's very small, very compact, and yet it does an array of things for me. And it's the same for this guy. And parang naungasan nga niya si Smashbox Cali Contour, because with this you can create so many things. I just really think that this palette is so beautiful, so versatile, and so worth the 258 dirhams that you are going to pay. And I don't know, I don't think that I have ever seen a palette like this, palette that you can use all over your face. Imagine what we did with the palette today. We use it for the face, for the lips, for the eyes, for the brows. There's just so many things, so many colors, so many possibilities that you can do with this palette. I am not a creative person, I am not an artist, but I am so glad that I got this, because I know that I can further experiment and try out different colors and see what works for me, what colors don't suit me. You know, there's just so many things that you can do with this. And if you're going to ask me, do you need this? Do you need to buy it? I don't know, I guess it depends on your preference. If you have the extra money, yes, I will encourage you to buy it. If you love makeup, if you want experimenting with makeup, or you love Hindash, then yes, please, please go get this palette. It's something that's worth your while, worth your money. But if you already have something similar and you're not big on compact multi-use palettes, then I don't think you're missing out on anything. But since I am, number one, a fan of Hindash, number two, a fan of multi-use palettes, this is something that I feel like I need, especially when I travel. If we get to travel again, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, knowing that whenever I go or whenever I am on the go, I can just grab this palette, a foundation, a mascara, an eyelash curler, a lip balm, and I'm good to go. I'm just so happy that he thought of this and that he came out with this. And I don't know, I think I am going to stop here. I may have gone overboard. Whew. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and please keep safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!